One of the realities of great storytelling is that great stories include great villains. Think about it in terms of recent entertainment, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe giving us one of the greatest villains of modern times, Thanos, who, by the way, his name comes from the Greek word for death, which is actually pretty appropriate. Before him, of course, was Sauron, Lord of the Dark Kingdom of Mordor in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and before that, of course, Darth Vader of the Star Wars epics. All of those are great villains, and great villains contribute to great stories. But that's not just true in made-up stories. It's also true in the most important and truest story that's ever been given to us, the Bible. We see the greatest villain, the greatest enemy, not only the enemy of God himself, but the enemy of us as God's creations made in his image, in Satan, who entered the Garden of Eden and led our first parents into rebellion against God. But when we come to the story of Jesus in the New Testament, the most important true story ever told, there's also a villain. His name was Judas Iscariot. It's a name we are very familiar with. And it's a name that should trouble us and disturb us, because it's a name that we know, but it's not a person that we often take time to think about or consider or study. And that's why, for these teaching sessions, I encourage you to join us and be a part of a couple of sessions on Judas Iscariot. What does the Bible tell us about him? What can we learn from his example? And what can we know about what it meant for one of Jesus's very own disciples, described so often in the Gospels as one of the 12, to betray the Lord that they had lived with for some 3 years? Join us, won't you, for these important sessions on Judas Iscariot, the trusted disciple who became a betrayer of the Son of God.